Oh, well, I hope y'all seeing this right now. I just want to come on here and just thank y'all and let y'all know how much I appreciate y'all. All y'all have done this year for me, all the rushing yards, all the passing yards, touchdowns. All y'all get the credit for that, and I can't thank y'all enough for all that y'all have done. Y'all have came such a long way. It's been a great journey with y'all, and we're obviously, we're nowhere near where we want to be yet. We still got a long way to go and a lot more things that we want to accomplish. But I'm just super proud of y'all, all that y'all have done. And you guys, you mean the world to me. You mean the world of this team. You mean the world of these coaches. And Coach Ingold, I hope you're seeing this too. I want to thank you just for putting in all the work and just helping these boys just get to where they need to be, bringing them to camps, pounding them in the weight room, stuff like that. It goes a long way, and I just can't thank y'all enough, and all the credit goes to y'all. I love y'all boys, and let's keep it going.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Dreze and Bo Show.
Nope, Bo and Dreze.
Dreze and Bo and Dreze, whatever. We here at OLine's.
Skip Bayless.
Skip, that's me, Skip. Does that make you Shannon? Steve?
Both.
Anyway, we're here at OLine's tonight. We got some special guests. We got the Fountain Inn Fury OLine here tonight, and we're going to be introducing them, talking to them here in just a little bit. We're starting to get some little bit of food out to them. So what you got? What you doing on your phone? Dreze come rolling in here like right on time. He's supposed to be here at 7 o'clock. So what you got going on?
Yeah, look, we're going to cut to the chase. Bo done called me 100 times because I wasn't here. Where you at? Where you at? I didn't
You called him. You texted him too, right? You walk
Why
up
you,
here.
don't bring Gene into this. This
Well,
is between me. This is between me. Because it was you.
You had
You
one,
sent me an individual text outside the group
You
text.
had one of your buddies, I guess, poor mouth him because
He didn't poor mouth.
this whole back and forth thing. So I mean,
It was not poor mouth.
Yeah.
He just made a simple, you know what I'm saying,
he's from
comment.
Malden,
No.
some of that Malden crowd.
No, he's not from Malden, buddy.
Like, look, we
Better
already
watch
know
it. You
Fountain Inn, Simpsonville owns Malden. I think we're taking a vote. We're thinking about taking Malden out of the Golden Strip because
Why?
they don't bring a whole lot to the table.
You got to have it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You don't have to have them. Well, you got to have them.
You got to have Malden. It's a Golden Strip. They are rebuilding. Simple as that. They're rebuilding, man.
Hey, so everybody, the storm's rolling in. A lot of football games get moved around. Fountain Inn is off this week. They're coming off another big win from St. Joe's. Isn't that right, St. Joe's? I always get St. Joe's and Christchurch mixed up. They kind of one and the same. But anyway, big win up at St. Joe's. Man, one thing, like Fountain Inn is very determined, gritty when it comes. I mean, won a lot of close ball games, hung around. The one game they lost to Woodruff, who Woodruff is,
Last second field goal.
and so Fountain Inn is really, a last second field goal away from being undefeated. And that Woodruff team is a team that I think is going to make it a long way in the playoffs this year. So anyway, but another big win. They got an off week. It's a good week. It's a good week for them to be off because everybody's getting moved around. Did I hear right, Gene? Is Hillcrest moved till Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday.
2 o'clock Saturday?
2 o'clock Saturday. Come, y'all, look here. Saturday, come out. We're going to tailgate.
Where you going to tailgate?
Yeah, we're going to tailgate, man.
Where
You
you
coming?
tailgate at?
At the game.
Huh.
Hillcrest.
Okay.
Greenwood, you coming?
Let's see. You bringing anything?
Always, though. You bring anything. I'm bringing your golf. I'm bringing your golf cart.
Gene, you think he's bringing anything?
You want to bet?
You don't bring a whole lot to the table, whatever. So
You don't bring a whole lot to the damn
yeah.
table.
So
You crying about if I'm gonna be here because I'm the show.
So what? Let's just real quick while these guys they're starting to get some food, and we're gonna let them get fed up, and we're gonna start bringing these guys up here. You got to feed linemen, man. They get hungry, they get hangry.
Yeah. They get hungry.
Get mad as they getting hungry. Just real quick, let's just talk real quick. What do you think about the Hillcrest Greenwood game this week?
Ooh, Hillcrest Greenwood game is gonna be. Wait a minute, that's gonna be
It's gonna be a tough game.
A tough game, and I'm kind of glad it's moved to Saturday.
Why? See, I don't know because it's going.
It's gonna what? Go ahead. Go ahead. Say it.
No, it could. I played a couple games on Saturday.
That's right. We all know just a couple.
No, I'm talking about in high school games that got
I thought you were talking about college.
But no, I played the whole season there. But anyway, more than a couple. But anyway, moving it to Saturday, it's different, and it's got a different feel. And so I don't know if it could mess with either one of the teams. If it messes with anybody, hopefully it messes with Green.
Nope.
I don't know.
Nope. I disagree because you got to realize a lot of the guys they're wanting to play on Saturday anyway.
Yeah.
They get a pre-experience at a high school game on a Saturday game.
Yeah.
2:00. Man, come on, man. That's prime time, baby.
So I'm taking Hillcrest in the game just because
of Hillcrest.
I'm going to pick Hillcrest. But
what?
I think it could be. I'm just be interested to see how on the Saturday it's a different routine.
Why would it be
different? Different, man. Did you play high school football?
I did.
Where?
Don't worry about where I played.
You didn't play.
You can't prove it.
You didn't play. Well, what I'm saying,
it does not matter. It does not
matter. You
matter.
can't prove you did.
This is 2024.
So
this is not 1996.
It's different playing on a Saturday afternoon versus playing on Friday night.
Look here. Anybody watching this right now, any high school student watching right now, my number 525-0832. Call me right now.
Hey, if anybody has any pictures of Dreze playing high school football,
tell me, do you want to play on Friday or Saturday?
Hey, if anybody has pictures of Dreze playing any high school sport,
don't worry about it.
Send us a picture. So, all right. Hey, so let's got that talk about. You'll start bringing these guys up, talking to them.
It's up to you, Bo.
You might.
Coach first.
Let's bring Coach Ingle. Coach Ingle's here. Am I saying that? Am I saying that? Ingle, is that right? Yeah. This is Coach Ingle. He's the OLine coach, started in high school. Good to see you, sir.
How y'all doing?
Yep.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Good. Thank you for having us.
Always, man.
Appreciate it.
So what's obviously we're going to ask you a couple of questions about the season, how it's going, and some stuff. But what's it like this week, knowing that you're going into the bye week and
Pete Kennedy
you're having a really good season going so far? Is the bye week a relief, or is it maybe, hey, we might lose a little step or two? I mean,
I think it comes at a perfect time for us. We just get a time to kind of reset, kind of go over things, and just say things that work well and what things we got to fix before we hit region play. We go in with a lot of momentum, and I don't know, in high school football, I don't know if you really lose that very much. These kids, they go to school every day and stuff like. I don't think it's quite the same as when you get maybe into the college or professional ranks, kind of. So for them, it's just another week for the most part. They go to school just like every other time, practice like every other week. But their bodies get to rest. They kind of reset the mental, physical aspect of it. And as a team, as a whole, we just get an opportunity to, like I said, work on things that we need to work on and continue to hopefully, just improve once we start region play.
Y'all pretty healthy right now.
Yeah, we're really healthy right now. We're really fortunate. I've had
Bo, take your wife's plate, man. Before you get in trouble, get whooped.
I've had a couple of these guys, for quite a while, and we've been very fortunate that we haven't had much in terms of injuries. So it's been real fortunate for us that way.
That's been a good, man. That's been a good because injuries can stray one way to the other. You got to have a backup come in. So
yeah,
it's good. These guys,
and we have early in the season, we had a couple of situations like that, and we did. Chaz came in, stepped up for us, and did a heck of a nice job for us when we needed that. So having someone like that you can count on and knows, that kind of knows what to do, and he's been in that situation before, was really helpful. And he's a big part of being a part of that whole core group that we have. So
okay. Now for me, how does I'm looking up at your offensive line. I know every last one of those guys. I've seen them grow up as babies.
Yeah.
And come up together. So how much is the bigger difference of the commodity that those guys have, your starting offensive line makes a big difference?
Huge. And I've been doing this for 25 years, and it's one of those things that, people outside of the offensive line world, the people up in the stands are like, blocks, those kind of people
Right.
don't understand how important it is to have 5 individuals or 6 individuals or 7 individuals that all can communicate with one another. They get to a point where they know what each other is going to do, and having that continuous sort of working together as one unit is really kind of comes down to being the difference between, sometimes in a lot of cases being really successful or not being really successful. So we've been fortunate. These guys have been, I've had these guys with me. It's gonna be hard for the seniors. I've had them since they were in 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah.
I've got to work with them all the way through to this point. I've got to see them grow. I've got to see them, mature as young men. And that day is going to be a tough day for this guy right here. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm not going to lie to you. I probably will.
Yeah. So
there you go.
So, Coach, I'm sitting here right now, and you're talking about some things that that a lot of people don't understand, and unless even a lot of football parents don't understand. And I always said the most offensive thing a fan can say from the stands is block.
Yeah.
And so I used to say, if I'm sitting in the stands, I used to say, well, hit the hole. Because a lot of times, guys are blocking, running backs may not hit the hole. And so there's so much more, the communication you're talking about. And I kind of get a little teary-eyed hearing you because you got a group of guys that have been together that long. You're in a unique situation in the sense that y'all started the program.
Right.
And so these are your boys.
Yes.
They're like your kids.
Yes.
And so, it's just really cool knowing that these kids have been together for a long time. You talk about communicating with each other. Offensive linemen, you communicate without saying a word.
Exactly.
It's a bump on the shoulder, when you're in a combo block.
Exactly.
Or whatever. So,
yes.
Well, tell us a little bit, just briefly, maybe go over some of the growth that you've seen, obviously with the offensive line, but with the offense, because I came to a game early on, like when these guys were probably in their 2nd year, and I think you guys you're not shocking each other because internally you know what you have,
right?
But I think you're really shocking a lot of people with the success you've had the first few ball games. Kind of go over about that growth process and how the guys have bought into the program.
And we kind of, at the beginning, we just kind of said, hey, listen, these are our expectations. We're taking it game by game. We want to see, are we going to go out and number one, are we going to compete? And number 2, are we going to get better every week? Right. And so now over the course of 3 years, we're at that point where all that sort of paying off. And they go into, like we do that every week going into practice knowing, we're never satisfied. And we're never satisfied with where we're at. We always want to get to that next week. And Coach Nichols does, he preaches on that. He instills in not only the players, but us as coaches that, listen, hey, we're on to the next. It's on to the next. We talk about each play. Right. Someone misses a block. Hey, on to the next.
That's right.
On to the next, and each game, whatever happens, we're on to the next. And so early on in my career, I don't say career, make it sound like I'm, but early on in my days, one of the things that I shifted is going from, we got into that whole thing about we got to prepare for this team. This is what they do. We got to prepare for that. And we kind of back in North Dakota where I'm from, our coaching staff, we shifted like, we spend too much time on what the other team is doing and not enough time on what we need to do better. Yeah. And so we shifted that mindset to focusing on, okay, this is what we're going to do and we're going to work at it. And that's kind of what I take with them too is, we're going to look at what the other team schematically does, but we need to focus on what we do because we can control what we can control. Right. We can't control what they're going to do on the other side of the ball. Right. And so that's kind of been what I've kind of tried to instill with them is control what you can control and everything else will take care of itself.
Coach, man, that's some good stuff. I just brag on you guys. I think our communities, and when I say it's a special time in the Fountain Inn, the Simpsonville areas, in the sense that Fountain Inn has their high school back. and it's a lot of pride in Fountainhead.
Yeah.
But the two programs that we talk the most about are you guys and Hillcrest. But they really are led and coached by some really good people. You're one of those guys. I think Coach Nichols, I've known Coach Nichols for a really long time, and I put him at the top of the list of good dudes.
Yes.
And so, just from a community standpoint, our goal is to bring attention to these O-linemen because I think they're special people. But also, I want to thank you for being the person that you are, leading these guys in the right direction, and hopefully y'all continue the success you've been having. I mean, so again, you guys are shocking a lot of people, and I think sometimes even me. But don't take that as I mean that's fuel for y'all. Y'all
Right.
know what you
Yeah.
have internally.
Exactly.
You're not shocking yourself. So
Yeah.
I
No.
want to personally thank you for being here.
Thank
You
you.
got anything else, Regis?
Why you want to close out with me? Yeah, I can
What?
talk.
You can add.
I can say whatever I want to say, but
Coach,
you
man,
always.
this is not the communication skills that me and Drez have is not your typical
Hey,
offensive line
but
communication.
so
skill.
I'll jump in. So
Yeah.
we want to thank you guys, not only for the recognition,
Right.
because I always tell my guys, and they know I tell them this all the time. I'm like, listen, you aren't getting your name in the paper.
Right.
You're not getting interviewed by the news, right?
Right.
But understand the people who know.
Oh yeah.
And so it's your coaches. It's the people who are in the know
Right.
how what you all do.
Right.
And you just got to take that. That's part of the mentality of being a lineman. You're not getting the spotlight. You're not getting all that recognition, but that's the groundwork. That's the grind you got to put in and do all that kind of stuff. But we've been really lucky, really fortunate as a football team, as a program, to have the support that we've had. Shout out to all the people that have been there beside us and with us this whole time, because without them, none of this would be possible. And you guys too for acknowledging them. They deserve all the recognition they can get.
You can't give them enough.
And you can, I do. I try to heap as much as I can on, and sometimes it's some tough love, and that's
There we go. That's what I'm gonna talk about. With you,
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? The coach, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's like me and Bo. You see us go back and forth with each
Yeah.
other. Like, and we be hard on family in a lot of schools, whatever. But we do that out of tough love.
Yeah.
Because with me, that whole table, I done seen them when they was babies. So I've been with that whole table since they was like that. We give them that tough love.
Yeah.
So
And it's different than back, I want to say, our days. I heard you said something about 1996, so then that can put you in with me.
Yeah.
But back in our days, I tell these guys every day, and whether it's right or wrong, but I tell them every day when we leave practice. The last thing I tell them is, "Hey, have a good day. I love y'all."
thank
And
you.
I think to myself, I'm like, I could never have seen my coach telling me that. but I think that everything has changed so much.
Right.
And I think that, for what they do, and all of our football players in general, that it's important to know that there are people, other than their immediate family that does care about them, that wants to see them be successful, not just as football players, but as young men going forward, as fathers, as husbands, and knowing that we are there, and we do support them, and we do care about them as more than just football players.
So as a coach, and I know now we're in that age where these parents, these mamas and these daddies want to sit on the dang on sideline and pop a tent, grill, and do everything on the sideline during practice. Could you explain how big is the importance of a parent to drop his child off middle school, let the coach have them, and then come back and pick them up?
Yeah.
Is there a big difference between a mom and dad that's always sitting right there versus the child is getting dropped off to let them, find their way?
Once they're with us, I think it's kind of one of those things where you can, again, I go back to that, you can control what you can control, and so when you have them for that time and you have them for that period, that you just understand you're there for them, right? And
Right.
you're trying to act in their best interest and want to see them do the best that they possibly can. And that's what you got to try to do. I mean, I don't know. The other stuff is kind of white noise, I know you.
So what age? So when should a parent let a child go?
He's trying. He dresses.
What age?
Not age. When should a parent let a child go in sports? Hey, drop them off. Let them be.
I mean, the earlier the better. I mean, the earlier the better. I can't put it like I don't know, put an age on it, but I think the earlier the better.
And let the coach just have it.
And just here's the other part of that though too, and because you kind of see it from the flip side too. It's like you have to instill that relationship of trust with the parents first, because if they don't trust you, then it's going to be harder for them to just turn little Johnny loose, if that kind of makes sense. So
little Johnny, me and Dreze talk a lot. Little Johnny, and so I guess Dreze is experiencing things with not football, but he's experiencing basically in the culture we live in today.
Not experience it, but I'm just saying. I'm just talking about in general over 20-something years.
Well, because he's playing some travel sports, and
it's not about travel sports. It's just like from the age. My son is 23, and I know I was once a parent. It's like, okay, I want to be there, but now with my son that I have now, I drop his ass off and let him be. Let him find himself to be a grown man.
Yeah,
to man up.
And part of that too can be like, your oldest child versus your youngest child too.
Because I learned over the years.
And I think it's
we all learn as parents over the years what this worked.
It's like you were saying, it's a different culture. Like I had respect and I felt like my coaches loved me, but they didn't necessarily say that.
Correct.
I can remember
I never had a coach tell me they loved me, but I just got I just get kicked in the tail.
No, but I will say this. When I was coaching up at Hillcrest with the ninth grade group, and I remember every year I would go into it thinking, how can I impact the kid? And every year I would be the one that would get impacted through relationships with the kids.
Yes.
And so what I remember one day I asked the kid, I was like, we was before practice, and I was like, hey man, how was school today? And he looked at me really odd, and he said, nobody's ever asked me that before. And so we live in a time where there's pressure on kids, whether it be through social media, with who's getting the likes. I'm not getting the likes. You're getting, there's so much pressure on kids today that society has put on them. And so I think, I don't think Emmanuel Sullivan said it right. So many times we sit there and say kids have changed. Kids haven't changed.
No,
the society they live in has changed around them, and we as adults have changed. And I think, showing guys love and telling people you love them. My dad wasn't a lovey dovey. He didn't tell me love you a lot, but I knew he loved me. Yeah. Yes. So now, I think it's a good thing to do. So
it's about like me. I'm just straight old school. I remember Bud Long in Malden. I was playing Malden Rec Ball. I had did something. He got on me. My mama went out there and she raised pure D hell. And
to you or to him?
No, to the coach.
Because getting on her baby.
Yes. And I say, Mama, I'm good. I got it.
So you were kind of spoiled.
No, I was not spoiled.
Is that what that sounds like to you? Privilege.
I'm my mama baby. She would take care of her baby. But at the end of the day,
school. Yeah.
Look, yeah. I went to private school.
So anyway,
yeah. But I want to thank you a lot. Thank you for what you're doing with you guys. And you got a special group.
Yes,
my last question I'm going to ask you. Okay. And I'll be watching y'all online. You down there. You come back after halftime and kick tail. What is being said in the locker room?
That's what me and Dreze been trying to figure out.
We're trying to figure out. I want to know what is being said. You don't have to tell us.
Y'all got some magical.
What is the magic y'all got at halftime?
I've seen a lot of laughing over here, so now I'm beginning to think maybe we can't even talk about it, Coach. So maybe this is an off-the-record kind of talk.
Just say it's off the record. You just say that.
We'll just
say it's off the record.
Look, what's said in the locker room stays in the locker room.
That's good. That's good stuff.
Whatever you're saying,
it's working.
Keep it up.
All right, sounds good.
Because we want to see these, even though me and Bo go hard on schools and on founding, it's not like that. We do it to, like I say,
listen,
we do it to push.
We are die-hard fountain guys, and we love these kids, and again, we thank you guys for what you're doing, because even from the day that we heard Fountain Inn High School was going to be a thing, you start thinking about high school football, you start thinking about Fountain Inn, and then you start thinking about the Mount Everest that has to be climbed to get there.
Hey, It's been a long journey from Rudolph Gordon Field to get to where we're at now. So.
And these are all. I mean, every one of these guys, and hey, get a little emotional and got chills, but they're all young men.
Oh yes,
and they're good-looking kids,
Yes.
and so y'all just keep up the work and wish you the best.
All right.
And appreciate you, Coach.
Appreciate you
Yes,
guys.
sir.
Thank you
Yes,
so
sir.
much. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
All right, give us two guys. Yep, 2 tackles. 2 tackles. Are we still on, Gene?
Jim, still on?
Still on? Yes. Okay.
I thought you went to a commercial.
All right.
Hey, y'all need another pizza? Y'all need another one? They need another one. Ask them, I ain't eating. I'm gonna eat, but they eat. You see them big boy?
All right. So look, we live, Drez. We back live. I don't know if Gene cut away to the commercial or not. Hey, so we got 2 guys with the tackles. So tell us your name.
My name is Nathan McSwain.
And Nathan, your tackle.
Yeah,
Right tackle, left
right
tackle.
tackle.
Right tackle. And what grade are you?
I'm in the 10th grade.
You're sophomore. All right.
My name is Mackenzie Fraser. Left tackle. I'm a senior.
You're senior. All right. So we got a senior and a sophomore. So I'm gonna start with you being a sophomore. So how runoff is this year? Did you play varsity? Is this your first year on varsity or?
Last year I was a backup on varsity, and then I was moved down to JV where I played the rest of my season.
Right.
But this year, the summer it was just a whole bunch of work, and I ended up in the starting position on varsity over the summer.
That's a cool deal, man. Sophomore starting on varsity, that's a big deal. And, so you put in a lot of hard work over the summer and during the off season. And so is playing. I'm gonna ask you this question and answer it the best you can. But so last year, I always tell kids, if play the level where you can get on the field and play. So last year, when you say you started on varsity and then you got moved down to JV.
I was a backup.
But you were up there as a backup, then you got moved down to JV. Did you dress still in some of the varsity games, or were you just JV?
Yeah, so the one game that I did dress back up was against Powdersville.
Right.
And that was just a learning experience.
Right.
Yeah.
And so last year by playing JV, that got you ready, got you the reps you needed to come into the summer. And so cool deal. So you've been in varsity. Is this your 4th year in varsity? Second year. Because when did y'all actually start varsity? Was it so? This is 3rd year. Okay, 3rd year. And so did you start at Fountain Inn and Little League, or like with the middle school or D team?
Where you from?
I'm from here, but I went to Southside first, then transferred, and then I got hurt my sophomore season.
Right.
And
So where'd you play rec at?
I played right down here.
We got Coach Mike, Coach Fred.
Coach, man.
Were you at Fountain Inn? Okay. Oh, cool. Where did you play Little League? Rec League. Did you play Rec League?
Yes, sir. I played Fountain Inn Rec.
Fountain Inn Rec
Yeah.
League. You played for Coach Mike and Coach Fred?
Yes, sir.
Cool. All right, so tell me this. I'm going to ask both of y'all this question. Would you really run block or pass block? Which would you rather do?
Pass block.
Pass block? What about you? Pass block? So we got 2 tackles here. Y'all kind of the bookends. Y'all the guys on the edge. And most of the time, tackles like to pass block better. Because you're out and you're kind of one-on-one out there. It's kind of it's almost a lot like playing basketball out there when you pass block. What you got, Drez?
Yeah, I don't know him, but I know Nate. I've been with Nate since he's been what? 8U?
Yeah.
8U. So he's come up. He has come up through the trenches of playing football through Fountain Inn Rec. So I've watched Nate grow up from a child to a young man, and he's always had that. What you see is what you get, and he's always have worked hard. And it's really proud, you know what I'm saying, see him on that varsity level now. So Nate, how big was playing rec ball in your career with some of your coaches?
It was great. I'm glad that I did play rec. I mean, if I didn't, I probably wouldn't be here right now. It was just a whole bunch of learning, but you know, in rec, there wasn't a whole lot of technique. It was just going at each other, but it was definitely like something that like tossed me into football.
Now Nate got to play with us in a couple of bowl games when we went to in Greenville to play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we pulled him up from another team. I think we had to go play the Bulldogs, and we pulled Nate up from another team to go let him go run with us. And I had that 8U team, the first 8U team that we had.
Yeah.
Me and Eric had. So yeah, Nate. Like I said, I watched Nate grow up and fine athlete, fine young man, and every time you see him, he gonna give you that. You might be walking down Main Street, man. I just come see you, coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, who did you play with in Fountain?
I don't even remember.
Man, you can't remember who your coach was? He must not have been important then, was
It wasn't Dreze.
No, it wasn't me.
Just a long time ago, man. I just remember the team I played on, but we weren't that good.
Okay. All right. So you're a senior? So where you going to school at? You going off to school?
Yeah, I don't know yet, but I'm looking into it.
You looking? You want to play ball at the next level?
Most likely.
Most likely. You got to know now, man.
Hey,
What you gonna major in?
probably going in for accounting. Or
Accounting.
marketing.
What kind of grades you got?
Good grades.
4.0?
Hey, I think we seen it.
What you said that?
3.2.
All right, now you gotta have that phone now.
I can get it up.
All right, what school you want to go to?
Oh no, I might go somewhere close to home, or like maybe out of state, but still close to South Carolina.
Okay.
What kind of explain what kind of grades you get? You get good grades?
Yes, sir. Right now, A's and B's, and I have a 3.6 GPA.
Now, I can speak for Dreze. I can definitely speak for
You can't speak for me, man.
I'm going to speak for Dreze.
No, speak for
He
yourself.
couldn't make it in public school.
Bo, you couldn't make it at Newberry College.
He had to go-
You didn't even go to class.
I went.
Look,
I
they gave you.
went-
Look, Bo, they gave you 1 year,
Listen, I went.
and it was in the 80s
listen,
when you
I
went.
to
So they
Varsity.
needed you because you were big and dumb.
Look, I never went to class. You go to college, go to class. Okay, that's number one. So I can speak for that. But us asking, me and Dreze can probably tell you guys how important grades are. And Coach can probably even, and I'm sure your coaches tell you this, when whether it be a college coach or whatever, you can look at somebody's grades and tell what the character a lot of times of the kid is. So grades are definitely important. So I'm glad to hear y'all got good grades and everything. I got one more question that I'm gonna ask both y'all. So, and I asked, pass block, run block. Would you rather have, and you guys are tackles, so I think I may know the answer to this, but would y'all rather have a long, like a 10-play, 8-minute drive to score, or do you like the big play, score quick, and get back on the sideline?
For me, it really depends on what time it is in the game. Like, if this first quarter, we start off with the ball, those long drives are really good because, over the summer when I was working, I mean, like, I got a lot of stamina from that, and it's really nice when you can just keep on running the ball all the way, wear the defense down all the way down the field.
So he way surpassed what my thoughts was, because he was kind of going. He talked about the situation of the game. That's a smart offensive lineman right there in the situation of the game, because kind of where you were fixing to go was if you need a score, you want to score quick. But obviously, first of the game, you just want to start it out. And so he went way deeper than what I thought, he was going to go with that. So that's a smart lineman right there. What about you?
Basically, we said it's really 50-50 depending on, like, it's like a team we know we should be beating.
Yeah.
Just we can get them off the field. But if it's like, if we really, like, need to build up momentum, we should be on the field punching them in their mouth, and then getting off the field, and then bringing that momentum to defense.
So I like that answer too. I like anytime you hear a lineman talking about punching them in the mouth. You know, I like to do that. You got anything else for Dreze?
I got a question.
Yeah.
When you line up against somebody, right? Is there a time in the game where you know, or is there a time maybe when you see him, you're like, oh, I got this guy, or
All the time.
like
Yeah.
that guy knows he don't want to hit me.
Yeah.
There's times like that you see, you sense those.
Yeah.
And you know you got them in. So cool deal. Well, guys, look, man, I'm gonna let y'all go back over there and finish eating some more. Is there more? They bring some more pizza out?
Yeah.
Pizza out? Well, y'all get over there, and we appreciate y'all coming tonight, and hope y'all have a great rest of the season. Keep plugging along, keep fighting for the Fury, and hey, most importantly, proud of you guys. All right.
Commercial? I gotta go bathroom.
Dreze got to go to the bathroom. Stanley, you got to go sit in.
Come on, Stanley. Sit in while I go to the bathroom, buddy. Come on, big guy. You're good at it. Hey.
Oh, well, I hope y'all seeing this right now. I just want to come on here and just thank y'all and let y'all know how much I appreciate y'all. All y'all have done this year for me, you know, all the rushing yards, all the passing yards, touchdowns. All y'all get the credit for that, and I can't thank y'all enough for all that y'all have done. Y'all have came such a long way. It's been a great journey with y'all, and we're obviously, you know, we're nowhere near where we want to be yet. We still got a long way to go and a lot more things that we want to accomplish. But I'm just super proud of y'all, all that y'all have done. And you guys, you mean the world to me. You mean the world of this team. You mean the world of these coaches. And Coach Ingold, I hope you're seeing this too. I want to thank you just for putting in all the work and just helping these boys just get to where they need to be, you know, bringing them to camps, you know, pounding them in the weight room, stuff like that. It goes a long way, and I just can't thank y'all enough. And all the credit goes to y'all. I love y'all, boys, and let's keep it going.
So you sing?
Yes, sir.
So you my daughter's age?
Yes, sir.
My daughter?
Yes, sir.
No.
No.
All
Yes, sir.
right, hey, so we're back right here. We got a couple guys that play center, and then I think we got one guy that I think the coach just called him the Swiss Army knife, and that's a his face is kind of turning red. Yeah. And I've heard that this kid's dad use that term not in a boastful way, but just talking about. And so I've known this kid here for a long time. Not like in a, I mean, we ain't never hung out together, but I've known his dad. His dad come out and wash cars for us, and just got to know his dad. His dad's a great dude. Russell Cotham, Russell's Mobile Detailing. That's the guy that we give shout outs to all the time, hitting him up. But anyway, so the Smith, let's go back to the Swiss Army knife. I'm going to let you guys introduce yourself in a second. I mean, is that a politically correct term? That term that doesn't offend anyone. Knife, the term knife, I don't know. So, I know you're good. You're not. I'm just messing with you a little bit, Coach. So anyway, all right. So tell us your name and what grade you're in.
Jacob Kaufman, and I'm in 11th grade.
11th grade.
Chaz Lopez, and I'm a senior.
And so both of you can play center, and then you play some guard and tackle too. Okay.
He'll go into center, and I'll kick out to either one. So,
Okay. Yeah. Cool. So, quick question: What do you guys now? I know. What's the most common front you guys see? You see mostly 3-man front, mostly 4-man.
I feel like it's a good mix of both because I mean most teams do both now. Like
So-
they'll just switch during the game.
So do y'all run like an inside-outside zone?
Both.
Zone read?
Yeah.
And so which would you guys be an interior lineman mostly? Would you like? Do you like a shade? Do you like a head-up guy?
I like head up personally.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm a head up. I
Head up.
also like head up.
And what about so you guys like inside zone, outside zone?
I like inside zone.
Inside zone? It's just a little bit more physical.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little more physical.
The double teams, everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
Double teams, move that guy out of the way.
So, what in practice? Give us Jacob. I'm going to ask you this. Give us kind of a rundown how practice goes. I'm sure you go through like some indie times and kind of y'all do like an inside run, different things. So kind of go over practice and give us an idea of what a day of practice is like for an offensive lineman at Fountain Inn.
So in season, we'll get ready, go on the practice
do my pre practice, like meet with our position coaches. I'll get snaps with the quarterback, he will too. And then we go into Indy after do like a little team period. And then after that, we'll probably do some special teams and then some inside run and then finish with team.
You stay right there. You stay right there. We got another guest that is not allowed to leave. We're going to talk to him in just a minute. Yeah, but you can come over here. We'll drag you. So what's Chaz? Give me. So what's your favorite time of practice? Part of practice?
I'd probably say Indy so we can all come together and just work on what we need to work on or inside. Inside because it's more lineman, O-line focused.
So do y'all ever? I'm gonna ask this question. I'm gonna let Dreze ask some questions because he get mad because he thinks I'm
No, you. Hey.
No, I'm just like. So do y'all do like any like 1v1s like pass rush, pass block? Do y'all do any of that?
It was a lot of that during the summer.
During the summer.
Y'all
the summer
get
was a lot.
chippy at all?
Yeah, it does.
So I think that's the hardest drill for an offensive lineman. If you do like, and so the way I've seen it done in the way a lot of places do it, and so I don't know if this is how y'all do it, but basically you got your offensive line lines up, you're standing there, and then you start over here.
One at a time.
Yeah, one at a time, and you go down the line. Well, you know, in a game, if a defensive lineman goes to the inside, there's somebody there. And so that's kind of a cheat code for them. So that, I think if you win as an offensive lineman in that drill, you're just the man because that's the easiest drill for the defensive lineman. So anyway, what you got, Chris?
None. You said it all.
I mean, he goes to the bathroom and then he comes back and he's got attitude.
I didn't have. I just said you said it all.
No, what you got? You ain't got no questions for these guys?
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of
Well,
questions.
let's start asking questions.
I didn't want you to interrupt.
Look, be real. Pick your friends wisely. I'm just gonna say that.
Not real talk. Hey guys, like I said, we're glad to have you on the show. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm just not meeting you. You played Fountain, right?
I did not.
Where you from?
I'm from here. I'm from Five Forks.
Five Forks?
Yes, sir.
So when did you start playing football?
I really came out C-team Fountain Inn. That was like my real first time.
First time playing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I like to ask the guys that question because a lot of times as parents we got kids that's playing. And I noticed on the last couple of shows that we did like with Hillcrest, a lot of the offensive linemen did not come out until they were 9th, 10th grade year. So what brought you out to football?
I heard Fountain Inn I was going to Fountain Inn High School, and they said we're gonna have a football team, and I said I'm gonna go out there.
Did you go to
Play
Rudolph
football.
Gordon?
Yes, sir.
So you started when you were at Rudolph Gordon?
Yes, sir. And one of my good friends, Caden and crew, just kind of said, "Hey, they're having a football team, and y'all should come out there." Because they would play D team,
Okay.
and then they said we're having a C team, so I said, "All right, I'm gonna go out there."
So you like it?
Yes, sir.
You want to go to the next level?
I don't plan on it.
You don't?
No, sir.
What do you plan on doing?
Just figuring it out. Working.
Working.
Yes, sir.
Do you really want to work?
Yes, sir. Hopefully own my own business one day.
Do what?
Concrete. I like trucks a lot. I like building trucks, modifying trucks, stuff like that.
Okay, that's what you want to do.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He's got a lineman mentality. Man. Dump trucks, and, big tractors. I mean, he's got a mentality.
I know what nephew want to do. Nephew want to have his own business.
Yeah.
Off the top, me and him had this conversation.
So tell everybody. So you won't have your own business. You don't want this. I'm asking. I mean, is this like some kind of secret?
No, go ahead, Bo.
I mean,
you told me to talk. Go ahead, Bo. Go ahead, Bo.
I mean, can we not
Go
use
ahead,
that
Bo.
conversation? So tell everybody.
So I don't know for sure yet, but I just know that that's what I want to do. I want to have my own business,
Right.
Whether it's like something like my dad or something else.
Yeah.
That's just what I want to do. So, yeah.
It's the business.
Well, can I ask a question?
Sure, Bo. Go ahead,
So
buddy.
do you want to go to college? And
Yeah.
so
I want to play in college. That's my main goal.
Yeah. So, cool.
So what's your grades looking like?
Right now, I got all A's.
Okay.
He takes after his mom.
Well, you know what?
Lord, don't say Russell, you know it's good.
Like I said, man, like I said, guys, y'all keep up the good work. My last question What did he say in the locker room?
I can't say that on here, but I mean,
Man, this is like the most well-kept secret. Like, there's conspiracy theories going around about what's being said in the locker room. I'm just telling you guys, man, whatever it is, it's working. So we're gonna have to see if we can get Coach Nichols to maybe get us on staff one day, Drez. Just so he probably won't even let us.
Oh, no, we're not getting
He won't
you
let
know,
us.
we're not getting
He said, "Y'all stay on the sideline."
No, hey, once again, like I said, man, y'all guys keep up the good work. And like I say, strive to get that championship. Y'all still work. Hey, I say I love it. Like I said, I watch all y'all guys grow up. I get cheer bumps and just watching. I know all y'all little fat little kids on the field. So, like I said, y'all continue to stick together. And what's been taught to y'all got a whole other younger generation to come up. So, y'all teach them the same thing that Bo has talked to you, I've talked to you about. Y'all gotta realize y'all are the leaders. Y'all are the first of Fountain Inn High School, and y'all got a special thing going on for y'all to combine the old Fountain Inn High School and old Black High School Bison Hurricanes. So y'all are the first generation of that new high school. So y'all are setting a legacy, and everybody got to come behind you guys. Mm-hmm. So y'all, what y'all do on the field, you keep it up. What you do on the off the field, because you got a whole other generation that's looking at you guys. So you want to make a young generation look up to you guys like, hey, I can't wait to get into high school. I want to go behind this person. I want this person to understand they want them. So y'all just keep up the good work. And like I say, y'all focus to do a good job and bring up the ones that's coming behind you. Even when you get out of school, take them up under your wing. All right? Mm-hmm. You get out of practice sometime, go down, just go to the fountain and practice. Let them see you. That's going to make those guys say, wow, high school come down here to see us. Just can't wait. And it's going to push those guys.
So, just to reiterate what you said, all you guys know that the community is super proud of you guys, and they're extremely excited about how things have gone on the scoreboard the first part of the season. But just know that the scoreboard doesn't determine who you really are, and I think we did this with the guys at Hillcrest, and we're doing it with these guys. And the one thing that is just very, very just right off the bat is this is a good group of young men, and we're proud of you as a community. You represent us. We appreciate all you guys are doing, and just keep grinding, man. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate y'all coming tonight. Thank you, sir. Thanks, sir. Thank you, Chaz. Hey, remember what I said?
You on the line, you got to get me. He get ready to go. You got to step it up.
I'm watching. All right, so we're back live. Are we on? Oh, okay. It's a delay. All right, so we're back.
I'm quiet, man. I get in trouble.
Gene, so why don't you just kind of chill out? You kind of seems like he's on edge.
Why y'all want to boss somebody, man?
You got him on edge.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you did.
If it wasn't for Jimmy, we wouldn't have. Wait a minute. If it wasn't for Jimmy, we would not have this show. So you got to lay off Jimmy.
These guys right now. So
whatever Bo says.
Yeah. So hey, give me your name, position, and grade. Let me talk.
My name is Jay Marks. I'm 11th grade. I play right guard.
Right guard.
Jackson Jaku. I'm in the 12th grade and I play left guard.
It's good to have you guys out here tonight. So my question is going to be very similar to what I just asked those two guys. So guard. So and You like a 3-man front or a 4-man front? You like having like a 3 technique, or you like?
I mean, really depends on how the defense is. But like either way, I'm going out there to cook. Going out
there to cook. All right, so I like that. I like that answer already. All right, so you rather like combo up to back, or you like getting up to the next level, or you just like pounding that 3 technique with that?
I just like to wear them out either way.
You just don't matter. What about you, Jackson?
Oh, I said I like the 4-man front. I like my one-on-ones.
Right,
I like to get them in.
Yeah.
You like to put that work in on.
Oh yeah, that's most definitely.
So what so far this season? What is your most memorable part of the season so far?
Man, really just us coming out there second half and wearing them out.
Yeah.
Us come out there, winning the game at the end when it's most memorable.
So is there something that the coach? We're moving past what's being said at halftime because apparently we're not going to get that out of anybody. But so is that something that the coach has instilled in you guys, or do you think that's just something that's built inside of y'all? You're playing for each other. I mean, just that dog mentality that we want. Because look, I mean, you guys have played to the end of every single game, and you know you won games at the end. You've blown some people out. Is that just something that's in y'all, or is that something that the coaches are cultivating?
I just say a little bit of both. You know, we got great coaches, got great players. Just
I say we the main ones who want it the most.
Right.
I think nobody likes losing on our team, so when we need to compete, we're gonna compete. And when we bring the energy, the coaches just gonna piggyback off of it.
Right. That's cool. That's cool.
Hey, like I said, man, these two right here, like I said, especially this one and this one right here, like I said, I'm proud just to see these two guys, be able to sit in between them, just to watch them, you know what I'm saying, grow up. I've had Junior right here. We was out at Rudolph Gordon. We was out at Rudolph Gordon training. I had a guy that was training my son, so I called his dad and said, look, bring him on out to get, you know what I'm saying, training. And I got video of him just to see him go from where he was at to where he's at now. And then especially Jackson. You know, I can remember Jackson, he was coming up. He was the most quietest kid out there on the thing on field. Just quiet. Gentle giant. Yes, sir. No, sir. It just took him a long ways, and to see him now as a senior, you know, I could kind of get tears in my like, dang, he was a baby. And, you know, I cut both of their hair. I've seen him just being a mentor for him. There's, like I say, it's powerful. You know what I'm saying? So, like these two guys here, man, it's Jackson gonna graduate. I know I'm gonna cry when he graduates. I know what I'm saying. They're gonna cry. Y'all know I'm coming right.
You got to. It's only right.
You know, I love y'all to death. So, like I say, man, keep up the good work. Like I just told those other guys, bring up the ones that's coming behind y'all. Y'all leaving a legacy. He's leaving a legacy for you. You got to step up when he's gone, and you got to bring up the next man. Like I said, go down to that rec department after practice with your jersey and stuff going on, and let those young guys know, hey, this is what we got going on. Look, so they'll be more excited about coming back up. So what you want? You want to play college ball?
Yeah, I want to play college ball.
You do? What your grades looking like?
They're looking good. Don't look at me like that.
I know you, boy. I've been with you.
They're looking good, man.
What about you, Jackson?
Of course, I want to go to college.
Where you going?
I don't know yet.
Where you want to go?
Don't know yet. In-state, probably for sure. In-state. So
You got colleges looking at you yet?
Yes, sir.
What you got looking at you?
Just a couple. North Greenville, Newberry, just to name a few. I went to a couple camps this summer. Got to get some looks. They were impressed.
So how big is the off-season workout for you guys? What do y'all do in the off-season to get you to the level that you're at now? So the other kids know.
Just work hard. That's all it is, just working hard.
You think weight training or is speed and agility is? I know all of it's probably good, but what do you think is most beneficial? Being a I mean, both of them probably Probably throw me and Dreze around the parking lot. Oh, man, what you talking about? Man,
I wish.
So do you, what
Why, you want
do
to
you
try?
do? Like, you just do, what's the workouts like during the summer? For football. Y'all lift in the mornings, y'all lift in the, kind of
I'm talking about,
some of
we're talking about outside of the high school. What do y'all do outside of coaches? What do you do on the outside of what the school does? Season.
You gotta get your bike. You gotta eat good. You gotta work out.
Okay, do you go to any other training?
Yeah. I'm not one of people. I just started working on myself.
Okay. But you,
Well, trainers, yeah, at least every day. To work on my flexibility throughout the.
what you trying to do outside of
I used to.
what you do with
I
man?
so I gotta go back. I have to go back for sure.
What do you
It's a call. Go up here, Bowman.
You know I'm a hustler, man. You know I got to hustle, man. So do you do any okay. I want to go to that next level and play. You got to get that speed and agility in that training. And y'all need to get with Coach Lamb. Line guy. Yeah, like I say, I talk a whole lot of junk. I know I do. But at the end of the day, I'm very, very proud of y'all. Like, when y'all walking down that street, that's why I try to make sure y'all had some water. I said, y'all gonna be tired, hot, and thirsty. So, hey, like I say, keep up the good work, keep your grades up, and be a mentor to the ones that's coming behind you.
Gotcha.
Got me?
Yes, sir.
I know y'all got me. I ain't worried about y'all.
We appreciate y'all. Go,
Yeah, appreciate
go
y'all.
there, finish cleaning up whatever's on that table. Y'all get a belly full.
Thank you.
So we got one more.
Y'all seeing this right now. I just want to come on here and just thank y'all and let y'all know how much I appreciate y'all. All y'all have done this year for me, you know, all the rushing yards, all the passing yards, touchdowns. All y'all get the credit for that, and I can't thank y'all enough for all that y'all have done. Y'all have came such a long way. It's been a great journey with y'all, and we're obviously, you know, we're nowhere near where we want to be yet. We still got a long way to go and a lot more things that we want to accomplish. But I'm just super proud of y'all, all that y'all have done. And you guys, you mean the world to me. You mean the world to this team. You mean the world to these coaches. And Coach Ingold, I hope you're seeing this too. I want to thank you just for putting in all the work and just helping these boys just get to where they need to be, you know, bringing them to camps, you know, pounding them in the weight room, stuff like that. It goes a long way, and I just can't thank y'all enough, and all the credit goes to y'all. I love y'all boys, and let's keep it going.
All right, hey, we're back. Special guest that we weren't expecting. So I just want to say real quick, Coach Nichols right here. So, not a better dude on the planet, not a better guy. And I don't know. I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm not. It didn't mean anything because I'm sure Miss Tiller at the time she did respond to me, but I remember when they were doing the interview process, and I sent an email to Miss Tiller, and I knew you were on there, and I said, Miss Tiller, I said, I know I'm not on the committee to hire, and you may or may not want my opinion. I said, but you need to hire Brent Nichols. And so Brent kind of inherited me through his father-in-law, who was a very, very close friend of my family.
Comes the story.
And so.
Bo, get to the point, man. Come on, man.
Get to the
We're
point,
interviewing the guy.
Man, I'm bragging about the guy. Can I not brag about the guy?
But it's gonna take you 30 minutes.
It's not. So anyway, I just want to say that
how
fortunate Fountain Inn is to have you as a coach. You're a good dude, and that's the most important part. Is you're a good guy, but I just I appreciate what you're doing for the community. I hope you know that there's a lot of people that support you. Maybe vocally you don't know. I mean, there's a lot of people proud of you. Your father-in-law is ecstatic, bouncing up and down right now in heaven. Because I mean, we've talked with PD. PD said, "Man, Clay he would still be talking about." I mean, we'd be having to gag him or whatever right now. So I just want to thank you.
You're very kind to say that.
Yeah,
he certainly was a great man.
Yeah. So tell us what it's like. I mean, you've been the coach for what, going on 5 years?
5 years.
5 years. So tell us what it's been like, coming back to Fountain Inn. You're a Simpsonville guy. Your wife, you're living in her, what the house she grew up in on Main Street.
Just tell everything, Bo.
Tell us what it's been like.
Just tell everything, Bo.
Just tell me a little bit about it. So what it's been like.
I'd say it's been amazing. I mean, this is home, and getting to be here, doing what we're getting to do, and having been with these guys. Like I said, from the time some of them were in first year, is this for a better community. Not a lot of places first parts I did.
We talked to Coach Ingle, and honest, I'm probably one of the people who've been right. I think especially, the Woodruff game is that I'm saying is, because Woodruff is a very good player. I think a last in the ball game. Obviously, to you guys, it's probably not a surprise because internally as a program, but kind of give me a mindset on that. I mean, the expectation coming into this season was it? Hey, we're gonna run the table, or in your mind, were you just saying, hey, we're gonna continue to build the program?
We've got to stay in a state of constant build. I mean, even in where we're at right now, having 4 years, 4 classes worth of students, we still got a lot of growing to do, a lot of building to do. But are we surprised to be sitting where we're at? No, absolutely not. I tell them every week, we're still chasing our best game and chasing our best performance, which we've had some really good ones and we've had really bad times and all that stuff. But it's a testament to these guys and these kids and what they've done and how they've grown from those 7th and 8th graders to the 9th graders and 10th graders who have to take it on the teeth for 2 years to understand what fighting it out is and not flinching when we're down 2 scores and continuing to just do the things that we're trying to do. And like I said, it's really it's more than it's no magic halftime speech, I promise.
Well, we're gonna keep pushing that. We don't believe that, Coach. I understand that.
Oh, trust me, you're not gonna get the answer. So I done tried.
Yeah. So this is something that just happened to me, and while you're sitting there talking, it just came to my mind. 2 days ago, I went over to Waters Tire to get my tire fixed, and there's a gentleman that works there. He's a high school football official, and I don't even know his name, but he's always there. And anyway, he was telling me, because me and him always start talking football and whatnot, and he was telling me that he called that game against Carolina. And so what he was telling me was is that he was like, man, I've been around that coach a little bit over there, and he's like, man, he's so calm. He's like, dude, like he's the best. He said he gives us no grief. He lets us do our job, and he's like, he's so calm over there. So is that? Now I think some of that comes from being a quarterback, right? Obviously, but is that something that's just purposefully that you do, that you are so calm and that brings calm? Because I can tell you, when I was on the sideline, I'd be a crazy madman.
I think really the answer is you talk to the right official. I think if you talk to all those, they might not be quite as nice about it.
Is that because that was kind of a blowout game? So you were probably able.
It was very relaxed.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, okay.
But my approach has got to be the same. Of course, I want to do everything in my power to defend our guys.
Right.
And now that's not arguing whether it was pass interference or home.
Right.
I'll certainly let them know my thoughts on things.
Yeah.
But like I said, my job on Friday nights is to, like I said, manage these guys, defend them as best I can in every way, because I don't want them saying anything. Right. Like I said, just let me handle anything that we do. We got to do there. But I've also learned, and I guess I'm old enough and been around it long enough. I can lose my cool on people, and that ain't gonna get us anywhere. So again, you got to play the game. Got to be smart. But I got no problem letting them know when I think we've been wrong.
And you had two very mild-mannered college coaches.
I know there two sides of the spectrum there. Yeah, absolutely. They were very calm all the time.
So, what you got, Dreze? You got any questions for Coach?
If you're going to let me talk. No, y'all guys, on the real talk, Fountain Inn, y'all have an excellent coach, Coach Nichols. I'm going to tell you a couple of stories about him. He was straight old school when he first started out over at Rudolph Gordon. A lot of y'all don't know this. Grass was not cut. This man went home. He was out there cutting the grass. I said, Brett, you need some help? He said, no, I got it. I was kind of ticked. I'm like, dang, I got a big zero turn. I come help you out. But it clicked in my head. This is his baby. This is his dream. He was going to do that field the way he wanted, do it, because as a coach, he was out there on that zero turn. There's a club cadet. I said, man.
It's Mr. Travis.
He was out there cutting the grass and lining the field as a high school coach. And you don't see a lot of high school coaches really just doing that. I mean, so the love he got for his guys, he has showed it since day one. And I brought him in back when I was working with the younger kids. Brett came into the shop, sat down and done a one-on-one with a lot of these guys at an early age, planting the seed. He just come out and say, I said, Brett, come out. I want you to talk to the kids at the shop. And so now some of those guys are on his team now, which plays a big part of in the community, especially as a coach, is just that one-on-one me time at an early age. And so
it's funny you say I still got that shirt that's got their signatures on it.
You do?
Oh, yeah. And it's funny to go back and see some of the names that were on it. Some of them that are still with us. And it's funny. It's like, I didn't obviously know him at the time.
He didn't know him at the time. He was brand new, fresh. He took the time out to come and talk to some of the guys or whatever. We had the guys sign the shirt to give it to him. So, like with me, me and Bo, we talk a whole lot of junk, but we love to see the success. I would love to see y'all go into the thing on playoffs and win, and then hopefully, go get a state with your guys. That's the goal.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate you a lot. And I got you back $100,000.
We appreciate y'all, man.
Off top.
So, last thing I'm going to ask you. So you lost a really good coach, and so, but how has it been like Dewey Anderson coming in? I mean, obviously he coached at Burns High School for a long time.
Yeah.
So I see it as, because you were college coach.
Yep.
Coach McCray, he coached some in college. Did he coach with you?
Yeah. We were together at Gardner Webb and at North Greenville, and then he went to Wofford before going back to North. So
right.
He's spent his whole career.
So has obviously coming in from college, and this was a question we asked Coach Swaggart when we talked with him, is how did college prepare you, coaching college? How much different is it? How did it prepare you? And then question with Coach Anderson being big time scorer for a long time, has that been maybe not
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Things to do with it's also to do with has been our end, but X and change. Everyone still do the same things on offense and defense, and it's always going to be a matter of who can get their guys to do it better, longer than the people across the ball. So yeah, I do think it helped me get prepared. Things that you deal with at the high school that you don't have to deal with in the college level. And in the college level, you're a full-time coach.
Right,
and
right.
High school, you spend a lot of your time coaching, but there's also a lot of other things that you get asked to do, which and that's just part of it.
painting fields.
Well, yeah, and I'm kind of bad about that. I like doing that.
Yeah.
I like
Peace of
doing
mind.
myself. Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love
Peace,
it.
hey, peace of mind. You got that one-on-one.
Yeah, just get out there and just go.
I'm gonna ask this question right here. It's like, in sports now, you have these elite teams and stuff, whatever. How big is it important that directly following your guideline for you at Fountain High School to go ahead and start grooming these guys at the age of 10 years old and running your program? Do you see a junior I know Fountain Inn called themselves junior Verge,
right?
But an elite team where you got guys where they're going to start running your program, and you pick their coaches to start running your program at the age of 10. So by the time they get the D team ball, they've already got in their mindset, okay, this is what Coach Nichols is all going to run. So by the time they get to C team and JV, it's already there, and it's a repetition.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, any good program I've been around, in college when we're recruiting and all that stuff, you can go back to the rec league, to the organized teams that they have that are in alignment. And like I said, alignment from top to bottom in any organization is how you breed success. And so, like, working to build towards that, whether it be with the rec league, whether it be with a team that's put together, just whatever it is, you're trying to build that and have that, like I said, that repetition, that cohesiveness, and like I said, just being on the same page from the time they are young, hearing the same verbiage, hearing the same terms, being coached the same way. That's ideal for everyone. And like getting to that point is hard. At any program.
With any program. So I'm going to ask you, are you like getting ready to try to implement like a program where, okay, guys, if you're going to be coaching Fountain Inn Rec, so you don't have a junior program, you got a junior program, but
right?
you don't have a
I
junior
understand what
program.
you're saying.
Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Are the coaches following your guideline by, even though you're the head coach over here, is it kind of like a system or something you getting ready to go try to put in place and say, okay, these 10 you guys, coaches, they're going to run this right here? Because I know a lot of time in rec, my brother, he's coaching at Fountain Inn now, and you got different coaches, daddy coaches never played the game.
And you got different backgrounds.
You got different background,
Yeah.
different experience, and you want those guys to come up. So is it like a program that you're going to try to implement to where, okay, you're in Fountain Inn, majority of these guys are going to be coming to you.
Right.
Can we run this program right here?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, and the ideal situation is being able to build to that, and that's what we've got to work towards that.
I got you.
Because like obviously, right now, with the the rec department changeover and all that stuff that's happened over the past little bit. This I try to, I've got my son. He's playing AU, so I get to be involved in that as much as I can. Just going to his games, but seeing those kids practice and getting out there and meeting the guys who are coaching them and just trying to be in front of those kids is kind of where we're at in that stage. But no, I 100% agree with you in that building to where those guys are, hey, this is what we call inside zone. This is what we call power. This is how we go about blocking power. And just, again, starting them at a young age, that's certainly what you want to work towards.
So next season, that you might do a coach's clinic?
I'd love to. Absolutely.
Look at it, y'all hear it. Brent, Fountain Inn. He want a coach's clinic with all y'all coaches. Yeah. Hey, you get all y'all kids up to part and all y'all coaches. You hear me?
Be on the same page.
So one thing, and Coach Ingles sitting over there, and so I can remember back in the 90s when I played, which was a long time ago. One thing that I talk about, the game's totally different today. And I talked with a lot of guys, and I said, look, if we were to get in a time machine from 1993 and move to today, none of us would be on the field playing because guys are just – there's so much more training. There's so much more work put behind it. Now, obviously, if we lived through what those guys, we would be the same as them. But the one thing that I think one of the most advanced things that has happened in football over the years is zone blocking. And I'm like, because I can remember even at Newberry College, which the year I was there, just go ahead and say that so Grizz don't throw it out there. But I can remember, you got like a play, and whether it's not veer, it was true, it was veer. But in this circumstance, you got all these blocking rules. Whereas nowadays, even all the way down to the little leagues, I tell guys all the time. My brother-in-law's coaching one of the little team against Durant, and he's talking about blocking. I'm like, man, it's simple. Zone blocking. It's literally like a dance. And I was like, that's one of the most. I was like, why did it take so long for that to happen? So anyway, that's just an observation I was going to put out there. Coach Engel probably.
I agree. It is easier to coach, but I'm a big gap scheme guy. So I like blocking down and pulling people and doing that a whole lot more.
You too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Well, listen.
Leave it to the coaches, all right?
I know. I was just making an observation how much simpler it was, at a young age of just teaching kids, hey, run right, you run left, and then you got to work on the combos and the getting off to the next level and that sort of thing. Listen, Coach, man, I appreciate you coming by here. We know you're a busy dude. We know you got 2 kids. I want to say me and the mailman, so we got to dove hunt with his son, William, and there were probably some things, and Blake, Uncle Blake, your brother-in-law, he probably said, we're probably not going to tell my sister about. What happens in the dove field stays in the dove field. What happens in the locker room stays in the locker room.
That's right.
So, but your father-in-law, that right there, that used to be fighting. You come around this corner and fight me in the day with your mufflers. That was the way people express their masculinities. But anyway, your father-in-law, he was, William, I guess that would have made him a 4th generation hunter on that field. So
he's smiling.
Yeah. So anyway, appreciate your time.
Yes, sir.
And,
yes, sir. Thank you for doing this for these guys. Like I said, I was excited to hear y'all doing this.
And guys, when y'all go home, and this is live, I'm not trying to get any, because look, I promise y'all, we're not trying to do we don't care how many likes we get. It's pretty cool if people do follow us, but we're doing it for you guys, for offensive linemen. But go home tonight and watch, because your quarterback made a video, did a little interview, and he talked about you guys some, and I think that's really cool. You guys, I'm going to just tell you, you're what it's about. They can go play 7-on-7s. They can play flag football, but until you guys show up, it ain't real. It ain't football. Right. And so we're proud of you guys. You guys are awesome, awesome young men. You got great coaches, and don't take any of that for granted. If you see me or Dreze around the community, come talk to us, because we really appreciate what you guys are doing. So thank you, Coach.
Thank you, man.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, baby.
Yes, sir.
So, Gene, that's it tonight, guys.